Both had not convincing starts, shall we say, but they've made their supporters happy since, with a sequence of performances that have not gone unnoticed around the world. Some of these young players have made such an impact, they'll be on their way to really big clubs for the start of next season. We're here in the Hüseyin Avni Stadium in Trabzon, the Black Sea port, Trabzon, the home of Trabzonspor. This, the stadium which has been open since 1961, but they'll have a new stadium in a couple of years' time, right on the banks of the Black Sea. But Iraq can hardly believe it. They were top of Group E, 3 points clear of Chile. As for Uruguay, they were second in Group F, 1 point behind Croatia. But they are now fourth in the all-time rankings, behind only Brazil, Argentina and Spain. England, he's good on set pieces, Ali Adnan from Baghdad. And I'm sure there are millions listening and watching over in the capital, Baghdad, as Iraq try to find a lead here. With around about 12 minutes of the opening half remaining. Vazeri is pointing at something in the penalty area. I'm not sure he's entirely happy with the line of blue shirts. Nor is the referee happy. Mr. Eriksson comes over to have sharp words. Ali Adnan, goalkeeper Dale Morris, is close to his back post, but 4 or 5 feet in front of the goal line. As the left-footed Ali Adnan swings it in and scores! Well, the goalkeeper has to take the blame. The coach is doing his traditional dance. Iraq score through Ali Adnan. In Iraq, the underdog leads Uruguay by a goal to nil with 12 minutes of the opening half remaining. The puff on the cheeks of goalkeeper Dea Morris tells you he can't believe it. But for me, he was at fault because of his positional play. Look, he's at the far stick and it creeps in the near side, and Ali Adnan knew exactly what he was doing here. It was a spectacular David Beckham-esque delivery that fooled the Uruguayan goalkeeper. Uruguay is beaten, the last hope of that continent. They are not beaten yet. Roland chips one in here to the two-figure of Avenatti. They've got it! They've got their goal! It may have taken 87 minutes to achieve, but in that minute, Gonzalo Bueno, the substitute, brings relief to Uruguay. Iraq are crestfallen. There are tears on the terraces. It's Iraq 1, Uruguay 1. Hope springs eternal for South America. Gonzalo Bueno with his first goal of this World Cup. El Zorro strikes when it was most needed. And are we destined for extra time in Trabzon? Roland started it. The header down was from the other substitute, Avenatti, but the strike from 20-year-old Gonzalo Bueno from Club Nacional is crucial to the cause of Uruguay. You can see what it means to Los Charruas, and certainly what it means to him, Juan Vazeri. So vital to get that first one away. And it will be Rodriguez to try and do it. No, he can't. It's scrambled around the post by goalkeeper Hamid, and he thumps his chest. Still 0-0 in the shootout. Means a lot to him as the captain. While the Uruguayan players go to console Gianni Rodriguez. They are by no means out of it, of course, and the ball is thrown to Ali Fayez. The right centre-back of Iraq, from the champions in that country, Abil. And he will be right-footed. And he will hammer it against the post, and it's still 0-0 in the shootout. And now it's the Uruguayan players who celebrate on the halfway line. So no damage done by Rodriguez miss, and how happy he must be. So still all to play for, obviously, as number 7 Leonardo País steps up the second one to be put on the spot by Uruguay. Pais from Defensor, who had his 19th birthday only last Sunday. We haven't seen one go into the net as yet. We have now. Uruguay lead 1-0. A contented smile for the moment. The goalkeeper went the right way, but could not keep it out. Due concentration on the faces of the players as the second man for Iraq steps up. It is the substitute Mohamed Jabbar Shokan. He actually took the fourth in the last shootout. He takes this one and it rips into the net. 1-1. On we go. Unerringly struck almost down the middle and above the diving goalkeeper. The huge figure of the substitute, Felipe Avenatti, will be next to try his luck for Uruguay. We're all square. The goalkeeper made one save. Can he make another? There have been some high-scoring penalty shootouts so far, but Avenatti, he's going to be left-footed. And hits it to the right of the goalkeeper who went left. 2-1 Uruguay. Another puff on the cheeks of the coach. Well, they're enjoying watching it in a sense, but their nerves are shredded really. Up comes the substitute Ihab Kadim. It's funny how often substitutes do take part in this. They're brought on specifically with penalty kicks in mind. And bear in mind, he'd not played in the tournament at all until tonight. Ihab. And he's very accurate. It's 2-2. A little kiss to the bench and to the support. As Gonzalo Bueno will try his luck for Uruguay at 2-2. The one who scored the goal that enabled Uruguay to get into extra time. The one who plays down the left-hand side, so you'd expect him to be left-footed. His name means good. Is his strike going to be good? Yes, it is. Rolled in, just inside the upright. But again, the goalkeeper went the wrong way. They are so close to the final of the Under-20 World Cup. Uruguay 3, Iraq 2 in the shootout. The fourth man coming up will be Humam Tarek. A small, a diminutive player who reminds me a little of the old English player Kevin Keegan, the way he plays, the way he runs. Some are more nervous than others. They have to make sure they plant the ball correctly. But it is Humam, and it's gone in off the underside of the bar, I think. But it doesn't matter how. It's in, it's 3-3. Are there prayers to be answered? Indeed, it was the underside of the bar. And a nice gesture there. Well, he gets a big hug from the goalkeeper. Now, then, Nicolas Lopez has had a pretty wretched night for Uruguay. He has missed countless opportunities to add to his 4 goals in the tournament. Can his nerve hold on this night now in the penalty shootout? Lopez for Uruguay. Yes, it does. And full credit to him for stepping up after the sort of miserable time he'd had this evening. This one has to go in now, otherwise Uruguay are in the final, the next one, because that was accuracy personified. It is Uruguay 4, Iraq 3. And the hero to be seemed Ali Adnan, the man who scored the first goal of the night, which looked like being a winning goal for so long, has to put this one in. Left-footed, Ali Adnan. was never going to miss somehow. It is 4-4 and he has had a marvellous night so far. It will be down to Diego Roland to strike the next one, and of course we're in that scenario now where one miss could be fatal. So the first two penalties both missed. One saved by the goalkeeper there, Mohamed Hamid. The other wide, but this one from Roland is to give Uruguay the initiative again at 5-4. That's what it is. No blemish from the young man from Bordeaux. The Asian Young Footballer of the Year, Mohamed Abdul Rahim, is next. And that's the situation we have here in Trabzon, which has never seen a night like this internationally before. Puts the ball down, seems to move a fraction, but Abdul Rahim, right-footed, smashes it in. 5 apiece. The lottery continues. And they can barely take it, the supporters there. The keeper this time going the wrong way. De Amores. For Uruguay now, the excellent defender Jose Jimenez, the man who is going to play football in Spain next season for Atletico Madrid. 5-5, and you feel that you could say this one has to go in every single time now. And this one goes in. It was almost a toe. He hit it hard and low. Once again, the goalkeeper going the wrong way, but it was a good shout from Jimenez. He really did stop it almost with the ankle, with the shin. Iraq 5, Uruguay 6 in the shootout. And next to face up to the ordeal is Mahdi Kamil. Chance of Uruguay, but they seem almost muted compared to the Iraqi shouting. Kamil, the Al Shota player, who scored against Chile, the smallest member of the side, but he's pretty deadly. It's 6-6. You can smile now. Smiling much earlier, I can tell you, and that really was straight down the middle. Sebastian Cristoforo has not scored a goal in this World Cup. He has to score with this kick. Otherwise, Uruguay's fate could be sealed. Cristoforo played one or two brilliant passes early in this match. Again, the ball just doesn't quite settle. It's Gaston Silva. Gaston Silva, the captain of Uruguay, rolls it to the keeper's right. 7-6. He's done the captain's job well. He might have fooled the goalkeeper there. He looked as though he was looking to the keeper's left. The excellent Saif Salman will try and keep Iraq in this World Cup bid for the final place. The man they call the Xavi of Iraq, in tribute to the great Spanish international. Remember, Uruguay have had 7 successful kicks, Iraq 6. Ooh, and the nerves increase as he takes an eternity to place that ball on the spot. It is safe. Right-footed, over the top, miles over the top. It's Uruguay who go into the final, and it's so sad that Saif Salman, one of the best players on the field, is the one who misses for Iraq, and they are robbed of the opportunity of making history by playing in their first ever FIFA final. It is Uruguay who will play in their first final for 16 years. Juan Vasari has led them there. There is still an opportunity for South America to claim yet another under-20 title after the 6